What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are going to talk about Omega Red in the Doom 2 Mutant nodes, because we've been having questions about this, about how well he performs, and someone was asking about that in today's video earlier, was if I could test them out. We were waiting on raid tickets to come in, if Sculpey was going to send them at all. Shout out to CM Lori. She has been a godsend for the Envoy program so far. Was able to send us like 100k raid tickets, so we can just launch all the Doom raids that we want right now in the playtest server. It's great. I thought we were done with playtest videos with Omega Red, but we've got at least one more here now with Omega Red and the Mutant raids. And if you guys do find this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's talk about Omega Red in these nodes. So the first node in here is actually going to have Hela with Greg. And this node, Omega Red really is kind of useless because he never goes. The thing is, with Greg, you're constantly able to go with Greg and fuel speed bar on your Astonishing X-Men team. And people were asking about what happens if we take Kitty out of Astonishing X-Men and throw in Omega Red instead. And the answer is, really, for this first node, you're better off using a full Astonishing X-Men team, because they gain so much speed bar from killing that Greg constantly that everyone else on the team loses speed bar, but your Astonishing X-Men gain like 25% speed bar. Omega Red just never really moves here. Like, there was never really any point to me using him on this node. So this first node, not really good. It's more about controlling some of the characters, like Silver Surfer. We got blind on him with Jubilee. And then taking out some of these other characters, using the ultimate or using the special from Jubilee to spread effects. So like someone has blind, we kill them with the special from Jubilee, and then that spreads blind to everybody else. That blind's very helpful for countering Silver Surfer. But again, no one ever moves. Like, Omega Red just never moves. So this first node, it's kind of it's disappointing. If you're hoping to get full use out of him in all the nodes, you're just far better off using Astonishing X-Men in this first node. There's no real point to using him on this node, because he just never moves. There's nothing else to say. You're better off using full Astonishing X-Men for this team, or some combination of X Factor, something that gives speed bar. I mean, you just see, he just never, I don't think he's moved a single time yet in this fight, because he's just losing speed bar all the time. So yeah, no real point in using him here. You're better off using like a full X-Men team or someone else. Nothing else to say about that. So moving on to the next node, that's gonna be a little more favorable for Omega Red. I gotta see what's on this node here. So yeah, we've got like Emma, we've got some Polaris, Mr. Sinister, and some Black Bolt. Gonna be a little more useful here. That Colleen could be deadly, but those X Factor, actually, those are going to be pretty good, because they give themselves defense up, and with Omega Red, you can flip that with his ultimate. So there is a little bit more room for some usefulness here with him. Pop the ultimate here with Beast, give ourselves some buffs, get some speed down on characters. That speed down reduces their damage and armor. You know, get a little more use out of them. Gonna start hammering those X Factor characters. We do want to get rid of Longshot and Shatterstar, because they kind of drive the crit bonuses for your X Factor. You know, they give the speed bar and the barrier. That's who you really want to. Really get around here. So, we're just kind of buying our time here, and waiting for Omega Red to get off his ultimate here in a second, and he will. And then that will allow us to kind of just flip that defense up and a defense down, and then have at it. So right there, we cleanse, pop the ultimate here. Defense down, get that trauma out, and everybody that heal block. There you go. So now everybody's got defense down. They do a pretty good job. Spread that ability block. Call down some more characters, and now the dupes come into play. And the dupes are just going to fuel your Astonishing X-Men again. There's not going to be a speed bar penalty this time for Omega Red, but technically there is, because the rest of Astonishing X-Men's moving, because you're killing those dupes. He doesn't get that speed bar bonus. This is the thing, is that Astonishing X-Men is the team to bring in for the raids, and the question has been, will Omega Red fit in with them? And until you get to the boss node, the answer is no. Inside the boss node, he is fantastic. He's a huge counter to Doom, and I'll show you guys when we get to that. But right now, there's no real incentive to using him. I mean, yeah, you're able to flip with his ultimate on the X Factor characters, but Beast can do that on his basic, so there's no point there. You can get Disrupt with Kitty, so she can put Disrupt on those characters, so they never even have to gain defense up in the first place. It's just one of those things where, yeah, there's no... I'm not going to say he's useless in this fight, but it's one where he's definitely not going to bring much usefulness for you as you would with the full Astonishing X-Men team. And I know people are wondering about this instead of Kitty, because Kitty requires Miasma, and there's a lot of characters that require Miasma right now. Cloak is a big one. Dr. Doom requires Miasma. Miasma is a commodity right now that a lot of people don't have for gearing up their characters. So if you can bring in another character that's not going to need Miasma and use in the raid, it's an option here. And we've already talked about how he's great inside of Dark Dimension. If you guys haven't watched that video yet, make sure you do. But yeah, Omega Red's fantastic inside of Dark Dimension. And once you get to this boss node here in a second, you're gonna see he's very helpful for countering Doom and keeping him in check, so that you can really keep him under control with the trauma and other negative effects from your team. But yeah, just hammering the dupes here, taking out multiple men a little bit at a time, kill another dupe, gain more speed bar. And also, it should be noted that the health steal with Omega Red is huge for Doom 2, because these characters are very beefy. So the fact that he can steal 10% of their max health on an attack it's a lot of damage. And I don't think I was able to get it here. Maybe I can get it here. I think, yeah. So we're gonna slow this down a little bit. He didn't get it, but I have to see if I get another attack with him in at some point, where you guys can see it. He steals health from everybody. Yeah, we may have to... You can see a little bit there. There is a health steal. It doesn't seem to show the numbers here. Oh, there. Wait, there it was. You can see it right there. So he does the basic attack, which is about 101,000, and then does the health steal about another 89,000 off of her. So his attacks will, like a double tap with him on the basic with the ISO attack, it does a lot of damage. Like, that steals 10% health. So it's very helpful for some of these attacks. Like, but the problem is he just takes forever to move because Astonishing X-Men moves so much. The first couple of nodes are tailored exclusively for Astonishing X-Men because there's minions that you can kill and boost your speed bar. So the first couple of nodes, there's really no point to bringing in Omega Red. That's what I'm going for here. And it's going to completely change in the boss node. He is very, very useful there. But if you're looking for him to be a suitable replacement for X-Men, I mean, he's a nice filler in the first couple of nodes, but you're really kind of harming your team by having him here because he's not really useful in these nodes. There's no point to bringing him in here for these trash nodes because the speed bar boost on X-Men, it's way better, and he just almost never moves. I think he moved twice this entire fight. That goes to show you how little use you get out of him in those first couple of nodes. Now, however, this changes drastically in the boss node, like we said. So what you have Doom, and Doom in Doom 2 is a lot more of an issue. In the original and Doom 1, when you take Doom below 50% health, he doesn't gain speed bar and he doesn't gain ability energy. That changes in Doom 2. You have to get some kind of ability block on Doom so that when you drop him below 50% health, he doesn't just automatically rail off on his ultimate there and then pop his special and murder everybody. So you must control Doom in the Doom 2 raids, which is a bit of a challenge. I mean, skill, it's not too bad because you can give huge speed bar boost to your team and kind of keep him under control and use Sharon to reduce his speed bar, give him speed down. Very helpful. We're trying to stun Jubilee because we don't want her getting off her ultimate here because that could be a problem. Kestrel goes off, but Bishop doesn't do too bad there. So yeah, we're just trying to get rid of Jubilee. We want to get rid of Jubilee. Thankfully, blind on Bishop does not prevent his special from hitting when Jubilee is there. We're gonna finish off Jubilee here, get her taken care of. Now we're gonna stun Thanos. We can't have him taunt. So we need to stun him, remove his speed bar, prevent him from taunting, and then we can take care of some of these other characters. We get attack in from Doom. We now have 1 turn to get rid of Doom somehow. We cannot let him get off his attacks. Thankfully, we can slow down Doom and give a chance for Omega Red to move his abilities. So we'll drop speed down everybody with the ultimate from Iceman, which is nice. Now we're going to try to take out Kestrel. If we can take out Kestrel, we're going to spread that blind. No such luck. Just barely survives the special from Jubilee. But now we're finish her off. Charge some more speed bar. Get that ultimate with Beast. Get buffs up on our team. Do get defense up on Omega Red, but that's really not what we're worried about. Now his ultimates or his specials ready to go. And you know we are putting Trauma and Ability Block on Doom, right? Except he resists it. He resists the Ability Block, which, like, that's like the worst feeling. And now everybody else is coming out. So now our backs are against the wall. We have to somehow get Doom to not pop that ultimate. If he does, it's game over. So what do we do now? Well, we got to finish off some of these other characters. We got to hammer them, see if we can build up the speed bar, and then pop that ultimate or something. And here's one, this was a misplay on my part, is that I could have used the special right here with Iceman and put stun on Doom, and I didn't. And that was a big misplay on my part. There was a perfect opportunity to get stun. Because there's trauma on Doom, you cannot cleanse stun off of him. So stun will stick. And I should have used a special here. I didn't. I went for Sam Wilson. That was a bad idea. But then the ultimate from Omega Red's ready to go off. And you can bet we are trying to stick that ability block this time. Sure enough, we do. He's got ability block. Now, we've bought ourselves some extra time. Now we can hammer Doom. Try to finish him off. There's Doombots in play now too, so we can kill Doombots. We can use that to charge up the speed bar on our team as well. The 2 Falcons plus Sam plus Doom is nasty if you go in unprepared. That's 2 sets of speed bar boost. Actually, it's 3 sets of speed bar boost on that team between the 3 Falcons there. So, not good. Try to finish off Doom here, and it's going to be successful. We're going to kill him. Then we're going to take out Sharon and take out Taskmaster. At this point, you can really kind of throw it on auto. I didn't. This is my first time I'm playing Doom 2, so I have no idea what I'm going into. So I was kind of nervous on this, and that's why I made that big goof with Iceman and not stunning Doom when I should have. And yeah, I'm sure people down below in the comment section tell me that I messed up a bunch of stuff in here, which is fine. Like, this is my first time playing Doom 2, so I have no idea what I'm walking into here. I'm just trying to survive. And I'd say I did a solid job. The resistance of the ability block from Omega Red, a little unfortunate, but that trauma's landing was very important, and that's kind of the key. You want that trauma from Omega Red on Doom. That's very, very important. You can use that with stuns from either Iceman or Jubilee. You can get that ability block with Omega Red. There's plenty of ways of controlling Mr. Doom there so that you can take him out. Not going to be a problem, but this is it. Really cleaning up. About a minute left. Not bad. You know, I may do some videos on Doom 2. I still have the test server up just see what we can figure out. But this was a pretty solid run on my end. I like it. And yeah, the double tap there with Omega Red stealing health on his basic, just so good. I love it. And also the extending of buffs. You can't forget either. The basic from Omega Red will extend offense down, speed down, and bleeds, I think. It's either bleeds or defense down. He can extend them with his basic. So that ISO attack, very helpful with that, plus the health steal. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. You guys were asking about this. Here you go. Omega Red. Definitely someone that you can consider using in the Mutant nodes for the Doom raid. I would skip him for the first 2 nodes. There's no real need to use him there. Axeman's just way better. Let me know down below what you guys think about this in the raid. Are you guys going to use Omega Red in the raid, or are you guys just going to skip on him altogether? Let me know down below. As always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.